Well, we're about to do it. Everything has led up to here. So I have gone through the registry of 2400, and I have gotten the names that correspond to specific kinds of powers. There's one specific listing that we wanted to gain communication with. Now, I'm not sure if, I have the merit to do so. So I appreciate you listening to these names. I don't know how long it'll go, and I'm going to mention them so your ears hear them, so the spiritual presence is awoken in this time and age. I want to preface this with these are not names that are known. So there's no encyclopedia for them. There are no representations in any of the encyclopedias, in any of the research and scholarship of these demonologists. We have not found them in any of the sources. So I essentially wanted to connect with them and see if they had anything to say. So during this list of names, you're going to want to listen. And then this is where you will interact with the name that you hear. And then you'll want to submit to Resurrected Cohen's any email that... it's real quick, while I was listening to this, I got really angry about this, or whatever noticeable reaction you have from hearing this name, email resurrectedcohens@gmail.com, and then we can have a person who has a connection to this name. It's really easy. Don't pick an obvious name, like one of them is Aaron, but then the rest get a little bit more exotic as we go through them. I don't know how many are here, so we're just going to name the names in a very reverent way. At first, you want to say the Our Father prayer, and it's not to be Christian. This is a specific magical practice. So you say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever. Amen, 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 amen. So you say it, and then you kind of have protection to say these names with your voice, because you do not want to invoke, and that's what we're doing. Invocatory material is happening. Now, I read in volume 1 of the Illuminism of Genesis that in 219 is where they talk about their names. And they say essentially it's a signature of essence. The name as fire, radiating within receptive form, joined to the manifest unity, a signature of essence. So that is what happens when you're naming something. You're giving it a signature of essence. Now, like I said, I'm not smart enough to be able to figure this stuff out. So I'm going to mention it. And if you watch this video, which will be available, then what will happen is you may get information to you. And it could be, something as easy as, wow, I really felt happy when I heard that name. It reminded me of a relative of mine. When I hear that name, I think of it would be better if it was nature. I think of a sunlit day out on the beach. And then what body of water and what country and what state, that would be very helpful to know where the presence of these entities are. So as you hear them, your ears will hear them in a way that my ears can't hear them. So I'll say the name, and then we'll just go ahead and go through that. And like I said, if you get something from one of these names, just email Resurrected Cohen's a line or something about a natural image that pops up for you as you hear this. We're going to go through the names now. Abagaya, Abin, Akila, Achiela, Abel, Aphanuel, Avriel, Amadim, Belbaya, Benai, Barabiram, Barzarau, Berdi Rael, Barabaze, Batarim, Buimam, Berzaroi, Bianai, Brabam, Bria Mato, Sirne Meram, Kaf Irma, Krafimi, Krebiaman, Kastamamai, Kurfimas, Sebemaz, Darmain, Dabeba, Dimaios, Doramas, Doniel, Eliah, Enoch, Elam, Emariel, Ertzkain, Urfael, Espat, Emaraik, Ichiafim, Ida, Idamras, Idar, Etraloin, Favrai, Fusman, Fermaios, Farmael, Faraha, Faglael, Framaga, Foroi, Gazabael, Gradeban, Gimaios, Golga, Glaziel, Gumael, Gurfazi, Gabarua, Grebaz, Girmin, Gibe, Goe, Garzaime, Girmebot, Girfafim, Heloin, Hagili, Huratapel, Habarim, Habad, Himdaraz, Harmazar, Haliaz, Haplimel, Hagretim, Hegruimor, Hivayam, Hormatim, Haklafim, Ian, Kazuele, Kermafel, Yumael, Iadin, Iorep, Efares, Azkarim, Ibraza, Urman, Irdas, Ivamam, Gayen, Kanena, Kedemel, Kadamel, Krabahot, Kirfaz, Krabrozar, Kiku, Koreli, Kim, Kefuzim, Lamaha, Labaya, Larfayu, Lababor, Larzael, Lurmiok, Lazarab, Lama, Linfiel, Lims, Lerma, Markael, Feror, Mikan, Mael, Mizraim, Masophoi, Miliel, Matera, Meselel, Mimifaz, Maba, Magum, Mahala, Mergim, Mupim, Noe, Nehemias, Nerfim, Nabim, Nerdedom, Nosterfa, Nakim, Neodial, Omim, Oliaba, Ophamas, Okimias, Oliam, Obrasam, Opel, Ozamel, Ogliam, Piril, Porcator, Ionen, Iabam, Pladiel, Plaim, Prekim, Prakayam, Prafaz, Patafel, Pevum, Pitares, Paterliam, Kwaba, Quibazar, Girbem, Karzael, Kefael, Giadaz, Kraum, Krars, Krantas, Galatir, Gulmayar, Ramayar, Ruzum, Regoblam, Requel, Refim, Ravael, Rauf, Rodamil, Cephas, Sesim, Sarmahul, Sarabin, Moza, Meliel, Sogomas, Sarefel, Sarfazel, Cedre, Sateel, Sasaval, Tane, Tuaha, Tubila, Thursrai, Turbel, Turfos, Timael, Tassaril, Turfor, Teglar, Teglim, Talazar, Urbel, Eukaryo, Obamiaz, Upak, Usizim, Unoam, Ukrafez, Urmeyer, Umabaz, Vael, Vail, Valmun, Veha, Vagu, Vora, Piuzim, Paiself, Vir, Veba, Vakaz, Votara, Virf, Virbaz, Vagriel, Zebul, Zariel, Zaflos, Zerblas, Zabem, Zemos, Ziblas, Zizim, Zadaim, Zubel, Zimel, Zadim, Zai, Zazor, Samabi, Sukin, Viona, Vare, Sogomas, Sarefel, Sarfazal, Cedre, Sacheel, Sasavar. So you've heard them. You've heard all of the names that are appropriate to say in the 2400. I hope that brings up something for you. It was so fun to be able to use my vocal cords to say that. Those are probably a sequence of names that would never be said together, that would never be said aloud, and would never be said over the internet so you could hear them. So you, whoever you are, can send in feedback for what natural mirror that brought up for you. It could be your favorite flower. It could be your favorite fruit. It could be anything in nature, a tree, a plant, a body of water. It could be a star. It could be anything. It's got to be natural. Thanks so much.